First, on August 21, 2017, there was a notable event known as the Great American Solar Eclipse. It was visible across the nation, from the west coast to the east coast of the United States. Moving forward to April 8, 2024, 7 years after the initial eclipse in August 2017, another eclipse is predicted to occur, but its path of totality will form a significant X-shape across the country. The X-shape formed by the eclipse resembles the Hebrew letter Tav, which symbolizes a mark or seal.
Tav, or Ta, in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, is the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and its numeric value is 400. It's found 3 times in the Bible, twice meaning the word mark, signature, or sign, and once meaning desire, as in a request or petition.
It will make its way through Mexico up into Texas, passing right over major cities like Dallas. It will go up into the Midwest, going directly over Indianapolis and Cleveland, pushing up into the Northeast, going over cities like Buffalo and Syracuse, and then making its way up into Maine, and then eventually ending in Newfoundland.
CERN will test the world's most powerful particle accelerator during April's solar eclipse to search for invisible matter that secretly powers our universe. The Large Hadron Collider will smash atoms together for the first time since 2022. The experiment hopes to discover subatomic particles that exist inside atoms. Now, these people at CERN are not looking for just any type of matter. They are specifically looking for dark matter during the total eclipse. As this devil's comet passes by the sun, these people at CERN will fire up the Large Hadron Collider to look for dark matter. CERN will shoot down billions of protons down a 17-mile-long tunnel at nearly the speed of light to recreate conditions a second after the Big Bang. Now, the team that's on the hunt for this dark matter, they state which makes up around 28% of our massive universe, but it hasn't been seen or proven, but it makes up 28% of the massive universe.
Morning, doctor. What do you do? And he says, it's all in my head. I think. I said, well, how do you prove what you're thinking exists? Because it's all theory. He said, well, I've got this very elegant numbers equation, yeah. Very E/B divided to 7 to 4. It's all in his head. How do you prove a black hole? How do you know those gravitational waves proved the collision of 2 black holes?
Somehow, eventually, they are able to observe phenomena.
No, they can't observe. It's too far away. It's too theoretical. How do we know what they're saying is true? You know what it really is? It's all science fiction. Science fiction says, this is a story that I'm making up. And there's this thing called wormholes. And that's a science fiction concept. Although these scientists say there are wormholes. How do you know?
The mystery of science fiction is what I'm talking about. Science and science fiction are essentially the same.
A crisis in cosmology. Usually in science, if we're off by a factor of 2 or a factor of 10, we call that horrible. We say something's wrong with the theory. We're off by a factor of 10. However, in cosmology, we're off by a factor of 10 to the 120. That is 1 with 120 zeros after it. This is the largest mismatch between theory and experiment in the history of science.
They're sending them about 260 miles high into the ionosphere to see how the electrical layer reacts to the eclipse.
NASA will launch a total of 3 rockets Monday from the Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia. NASA will be launching rockets like these into the atmosphere. Scientists hope to study changes in Earth's upper atmosphere caused by the momentary change in sunlight.